Hello, I'm Krista Das. This is Smart Investing Market Insights at TaipanFinancialNews.com. Looking for new investment opportunities in the market can be quite a task. After all, on the Dow there are some 10,000 stocks to weed through, and the NASDAQ has another 5,000 to 6,000 stocks. You could say finding that one great investment opportunity is like looking for a needle in a haystack. But our aim at Market Insights is to help make that task much easier by providing you with ideas that have passed scrutiny by financial experts and editors. In other words, we turn to those who spend their days uncovering people-safe yet profitable investment opportunities all day long. My guest today is going to share her expertise in helping you find the right opportunities. Please welcome Erin Beal, publisher and analyst for the Taipan Group. Erin oversees a staff of 6 financial editors and researchers who spend their day screening companies to find the hidden investment gems loaded with profit potential. Erin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Krista.
As I mentioned, you've got a handful of people who are researching the markets on a regular basis. Are there particular segments they zero in on?
Yes, there are. I'm sure you've met many of them already. We have Sarah Nunnally, who's the editor of Material Profits. That newsletter focuses on commodity-based stocks and alternative energy. We also have Andrew Mickey, who's the editor of Breakaway Investor. Andrew watches for small-cap stocks that are ready to break out and become industry leaders. We also have Ann Sosnowski, editor of Diligent Investor. Ann recommends solid blue-chip positions, but also introduces growth stocks for a balanced portfolio. That's just to name a few of our editors.
Can you give us an idea of the types of criteria the editors use to find these stocks?
Sure. Well, Steve Lord, in his Trend Investor letter, identifies major long-term market trends, such as energy, defense, Asia, and Steve pinpoints the absolute best stocks to buy to capitalize on those trends. At Taipan, which is our flagship newsletter, we use Christoph Amberger's proprietary dynamic market theory approach. According to Christoph, there's always a global reallocation of money occurring, so you just have to know how to readjust your portfolio accordingly. Then at Breakaway Investor, we believe there are 4 critical points in the cycle of a new business. If you buy too early, the company may never become profitable, but if you get in too late, Wall Street has already exploited the opportunity. So Andrew Mickey helps to identify the key buying points to his Breakaway Investor members.
So let's talk about specific opportunities. What types of investments are your editors recommending now?
Well, Krista, one of the hot topics we've been looking at is a little place called Macau. I don't know if you've heard of it. I know that Ian Cooper has been talking a lot about it. It's a tiny island off the coast of China that was run by the Portuguese for many years, and now it's returned to China's control. But the thing about Macau is that it's the only legalized place for gambling in China, and it's really giving Las Vegas a run for its money. It's the only place in China where the Western-style casinos are legal, and a lot of billionaires, like Steve Wynn is a notable one, are already investing billions of dollars, so it's a pretty safe bet. They're estimating by the year 2010 they'll have invested over $20 billion in the region.
Erin, are you suggesting Macau could be as lucrative as Vegas?
You know, I am. There are Chinese capitalists flocking to Macau even as we speak. They're betting $1,000 per hand at the poker table. In fact, per table, Macau is expected to generate 5 times what's generated right now in Vegas. As of January of this year, Macau has already racked up revenues of nearly $7 billion. That's 22% higher than 2005, and currently right now Las Vegas is only posting $6.5 billion in revenue, so that's a big jump.
So what are we talking about in terms of number of visitors to Macau?
You would not believe how many visitors are coming to Macau. The easing of the communist-era travel restrictions are becoming a thing of the past. And the Chinese really have this growing money class of people with wealth and prosperity that's being driven by capitalism. So the pool of additional visitors to Macau is just limitless. When you think about more than 1 billion people live within a 3-hour flight, and then there's another 100 million that are located within a 3-hour drive. I mean, that's a huge clientele.
My goodness. But it sounds like the number of visitors to Macau is becoming mostly from China. What about foreign visitors?
Well, that's changing quickly too as Macau becomes better known throughout the world. We're expecting about 20 to 25 million international visitors this year, which is up significantly from 2004. So there's a lot of growth there.
So how does one make money from Macau?
Well, the easiest way to play Macau is pretty simple. You're just going to want to put your money in the companies that stand to benefit from the Chinese people wanting to spend this newfound money that they have. One of my favorite companies is called PacificNet. The ticker is PACT. I think it's a good buy because of its wide exposure in Macau. They just received 2 orders for multiplayer electronic gaming machines from 2 casinos. They also just received a contract from the Holiday Inn Macau for another gaming machine. Shares are currently under $6, and I think that they're just a screaming buy right now. And you're going to want to hold them long term to play on this explosive growth.
So Macau is one opportunity your editors are recommending. What other areas are being researched?
Well, energy, and especially alternative energy and nuclear power, are still the hottest topics we get asked about. As you may know, Krista, the nuclear power industry has seen a stunning revival over the past few years. And consequently, uranium stocks have skyrocketed and have made early investors very rich. For example, Cameco Corp, ticker CCJ, has skyrocketed more than 1,000% since 2002. And Frontier Development Group, FRG.TO, has jumped nearly 1,400% since 2004.
Why the sudden resurgence in nuclear energy?
Well, now there's a whole different ballgame. In fact, a severe global shortage of oil has ignited both a nuclear revival and a roaring bull market in uranium. Even President Bush was recently quoted as saying that nuclear power is one of the safest, cleanest sources of power in the world, and that we need more of it here in America.
Erin, we may need a quick science lesson here. How does uranium tie into nuclear energy?
Well, in basic terms, the key ingredient in nuclear power is uranium. And running all of the world's nuclear plants takes a tremendous amount of raw uranium, or what is also referred to as yellow cake.
And your editors have found a uranium company. In other words, what's the investment opportunity?
You know, since it's such a hot topic, many of our editors have been following the uranium boom. Right now, breakaway investors Andrew Mickey is especially hot on one opportunity. For the past 60 years, there have been only 2 ways to enrich the uranium. One method was called gas diffusion, and another was called centrifuge. But the problem is that both of them use highly inefficient mechanical processes to enrich the uranium. So Andrew Mickey has found a company that has developed a new way to enrich the uranium, and it's a much better way. After 18 years of researching this procedure, this $5 company has figured out a way to enrich uranium using lasers, which is much more effective.
So with the surge in nuclear energy, one could assume this company's stock will only go up, correct?
Right. Right now it's at $5 a share, but we really think it could go as high as $57 in the near term.
Erin, I'd love to hear more about both of these opportunities, and I'm sure our viewers would like more information as well. Are there reports available? How can we get more information from them?
There are absolutely reports available. If you go to taipanfinancialnews.com, you'll find links to all the reports there.
Thanks, Erin. As Erin mentioned, you can find reports at taipanfinancialnews.com. While there, why not sign up for one of our free daily emails? Sign-up information is also available at taipanfinancialnews.com. That's all for now. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. I'll see you here again next Friday.